want to know how is your experience coming at IFFI? Firstly, tell me, is it your first year?
No. Last 5 years I'm coming every year for the IFFI Film Festival, and this is a very nice film festival. I love this organization and all over the world films, no? So I'm watching maximum films.
So, like, as of now, it's just the third or the fourth day maybe, but how is your experience? Have you just come or like have you already seen many stuff?
No, I saw 2-3 good films here, and just last day actually, and today one half film only. I saw 2 films actually. I saw that's very nice, good films, Unseen and The Guilty.
So let's go really apart from it. Something about Goa that you like to tell that you love about Goa.
Goa is a God gifted भूमि जिसको बोलते हैं. So I like Goa. I like Goa's people. Very cool, quiet, and enjoying life. That way I'm preferring always coming to Goa.
Okay, so now we have with us the very hot and happening, I can say, Mayank Gandhi. Come, let's talk to him and say what he has to say about IFFI 2018.
Came way back in 2013 for IFFI and the Film Bazaar, which is again, it's like an amalgamation of both the brands in Goa. Something to which I really look forward to, but sometimes you know how we TV actors are, we don't generally get the time because of our schedule. So this time I was pretty free because I just finished a shoot for a show called Lalish on Ant TV, and after that I got a break. So what better opportunity than being here in Goa for the Film Bazaar and IFFI. So yeah, I'm here.
So tell us something, how are you enjoying IFFI as of now?
See, my roots are coming from Whistling Woods International. I'm a first batch graduate from there. So films are in me, and when I was born, I didn't say ma, I said cinema. So since where I came into existence is when I've been in love with the film, the media fraternity. So that's why IFFI and Film Bazaar for me.
Now coming to diverting from IFFI, how about Goa? What do you have to say about Goa?
Goa is an amazing place. I have amazing memories. The reality show which I won was again with a Goan, Scarlet Rose. Amazing person to work with, and Goa I keep coming whenever I get the time. I do it, but generally it's mostly now for work related. But today, this time again, I'm here for my passion, my love for cinema. But again, Goa is amazing. I mean, it's a brilliant place to be, and viewers should come here, check out the vibe. It's amazing.
So any movies that you have watched as of now?
I am a big fan of content. I love content. Yeah, I mean, if in India there are like 6 films in a week which are releasing, I'm watching at least 4 every week, and I'm not exaggerating. Here I was here to actually this particular the bazaar which is there, you find these amazing talents which are here showcasing their work to the market. So obviously there are a few films like Kian Cosmos, friend, he's a Bengali director. Then I saw this brilliant film yesterday called Mara. Again, Mr. Shetty had directed it. Dheeraj or Dheeraj Shetty, that's his name. Then there is one more film called it's a very gibberish language, Elialu, and it's about a monkey and a relationship between a monkey and a man, which is like amazing. But apart from that, if I talk about commercial cinema, that's why I'm working to be there one day. But yeah, that's why I'm trying to plan a switch, because TV is there, but I think I've done like a lot of TV, and thank you to my industry for supporting that. But now I'm trying my hands in shots and films, so let's see, hopefully soon you guys gonna come to know about my projects.
So now we have with us Adil Hussain. Come, let's talk to him and see what he has to say about IFFI 2018. Hello, sir.
What do I have to say? Well, IFFI had been always extremely pleasurable experience for me because I've been coming here since long. I think first time I came here in 2011, and since then a lot of my films have been here, including a film called IFFI, which was the opening film in 2012 or 13, I forgot. And so I'm extremely glad that I'm invited, and one of my films is going to be screened today at 3 o'clock.
So how's the experience been at IFFI so far? If it comes in late?
It's good because it's always, I look around and I see a lot of familiar faces, and it's like almost like a meeting friend kind of a place. Since I had been in this field for last so many years, so especially the kinds of film which are being invited here to be screened, and I'm involved in films which are of independent in nature, not studio films, not like Bollywood commercial films, but I do a lot of independent films. So it feels like I'm in the midst of my tribe. It's like my tribe.
Now coming apart from IFFI, tell us something about Goa that you enjoy.
Oh my God! Yeah, I am in fact thinking of moving to Goa. Yesterday, in fact, I got a mail from my dear actor friend called Sandhya Mridul. She sent me some houses to look at, and so I might be your new neighbor. You never know.
Okay, now we have with us the legendary actor Sir Ranbir Kapoor. Come, let's talk to him and see what he has to say about IFFI 2018. Hello, sir.
Hi.
Sir, tell us about IFFI. How is IFFI going for you so far?
Oh, it's going very well, and IFFI is always great. I've always had great fondness and support for IFFI, and especially since they're doing it in Goa, because Goa is one of my favorite cities. I love the Goan atmosphere, the people, the food. Everything is very lively, and there are lovely movies this time, and I am very glad to be here at the festival.
Sir, did you watch any movies as for IFFI?
Yeah, I have watched a few of them. I've just been here for a day, so I just watched one of them, and they were very good, and I'm very glad that it's going well. I wish I could stay longer, but I'm committed to work.
So we expect you for IFFI 2019.
Sure, I will be here.
Thank you so much, sir. Okay. So one picture with you. Thank you so much.
Words about my performance, and thank you all. I think many of you might have watched my other books. Thank you.
Moved to media. I did news for some time, and then worked with travel channel, international travel channel. Now the thing was, being a student of social work, I had gone to the villages, the rural areas. And when I used to see films, the films were made on set. So the problem was it was not very realistic. And my exposure to world culture was I did travel documentaries all over the world. So I always wanted to make real films. Realistics are done on sets. Real are done on real locations. Then I thought of doing a feature film, then story. Since childhood, one community which always had put mark on my memory was Musahars. I was born and brought up in Assam, but originally from Bihar. So all my summer vacations were in Bihar. So this Musahar community, they live in the plains. So it is not that they live in Himalaya, that the development has not reached them. They live in the plain near the cities. But they are simple people, poor people. But they do not cry for their poverty. They are happy. They are honest people. So we wanted to make an honest story with honest people in the background. So chose Musahars, then went to the village where I used to go in my childhood. So development has come and they have a good house, and I wanted to show the way they used to live when I was a child. So went more into interiors in Bihar, in Nalanda district, and convinced those people that we would like to come and stay at your place for 2 months. And in Bollywood, I spoke to people there. I wanted the actors, the established actor, to come and be with us for 2 months in the village. They had their own commitment, so they could not. So we got the new faces, because people can think that they are Musahars. So we got the real faces, the new actors, and we took them to the village, kept them for 2 months there, made them work with the villagers, eat the way the local eat. And then I was talking to a few costume designers in our industry. So they said ki kuch nahi, chai ka pani, we'll take chai ka pani and make the cloth old. So I said, no, this is not the way I work. I told them that let's go to the village, let's exchange the clothes. So we exchanged the clothes of the villagers, and we got the old clothes from them and gave them new clothes, so that even they had these people, they buy one cloth in a year. So so even they had happiness. So spreading happiness is also one thing we wanted to do to ourselves. So we gave new clothes to them and took their old clothes and started wearing, then started working with them. So the body language changed, and this took 2 months time. Few people they were here, and then there were few characters who were not allowed to even take bath for 2 months. Then after we thought of the song, there was a song in the story demanded a song in the film, because they get money and they wanted to spend that money, because Musahar had not seen that much money once. So we thought of recording it live. Again went to the music directors and asked them that we want to do a live music, and that too in a rural area of Bihar. And now Bihar, if people listen about Bihar, so half of the technician, they will say, no, I'll not go to Bihar. So maybe Patna I will go, not to the villages. I said, no, you'll have to come to villages. And one of the top music directors. See, I come from news industry, so means I had a background of news industry, so I could reach to any one of them. So he said, no, I cannot land in the village, because it will be difficult for me. Then I got someone who was new, Gulraj Singh. So Gulraj Singh and Manoj Yadav has written the song, and they agreed they will come to the village and they'll perform live. So, and we went to a Musahar Toli, so where the Musahars lives. I don't think so there must be any कोई नाच नहीं हुआ होगा वहाँ पे. तो पहली बार इस गांव में ये कहानी का पार्ट भी है. I feel that was the truth also that first time a dancer must have danced in a Musahar village, Musahar Toli, the Musahar community. So we took and we recorded live. So now after the music director, it was sound designer who will design your sound. So I spoke to a few international sound designers. They were like, you need at least while you are recording the song, you need at least for sound security 30 to 40 people. And how do I get? And that too, they need to be trained. I said, I can't get to train people in villages to do sound security. So then I met Manas Chaudhary. He has done a sports film called Chak De India and all. So he had an experience of dealing this kind of sound. So he said, I'll do it. And honestly, on the 6th, when we started singing, started the performance, on the 6th take was the final take for us while recording. And that's a live sound recorded in the film.
Messages of Sant Tukaram and Jesus Christ. And the play is going very well. Everybody is enjoying. And a Hindu right-wing group comes and disrupts the play that takes place in the society, saying that Jesus Christ can't be a part of a Ganesh festival play. And what happens later is how the children deal with it, because as far as I remember, when I was in school, unity in diversity was a major topic for essay writing. And when we are taught these idealistic values in school at one hand, and when you are made to face the harsh realities that are taking place in the society, how the children come to terms with it, because they don't understand that they are given a holiday for Christmas in school. Most of them go to convent schools. Their parents are proud that our children go to English medium convent schools, and these are the same parents who bow down to these what do you say, these moral police, if at all we can call them. They bow down to their pressures, and how they come to terms with it, and they form their own opinion, and they decide to go ahead with their own play is the film.
We have with us now Mr. Srijit Mukherjee, National Award-winning director, actor and screenwriter. Sir, this particular movie, Uma, has different layers of storytelling, like of that of human courage and inspiration, of that of the images connected with Durga Puja, and the beautiful story behind filmmaking in India. So, can you give a brief about your film?
Yes, so this film is inspired by this real incident which happened in a small town called St. George in Canada. There was this terminally ill child called Evan Levisage who wanted to see Christmas, experience Christmas, but the doctor said that he will not survive till December. So the townsfolk, they came together and they kind of orchestrated a false Christmas for the child with false snow, like using the machines which filmmakers use to create snow, and they had reindeer, and the entire town kind of put the lights, and so it was a very, very inspiring incident, and it was something which I came across in a news article in 2015. It was titled "The Boy Who Moved Christmas." So I was literally moved to tears when I read that, because in this day and age of violence and intolerance, such an act of altruism and humanity was something which I thought was, it merited reaching out to a larger audience. So I decided to adapt it in a different cultural context, that of my homeland Bengal, where Durga Puja is the biggest festival. So I changed Christmas to Durga Puja, and using the metaphor of goddess Durga, I made the boy into a girl called Uma, which is another name for the goddess, and how Uma's father employs an out-of-work filmmaker to create a false Durga Puja for the last wish of the child, to sort of honor the last wish of the child and the various obstacles the filmmaker faces. Because Durga Puja, those who are aware, is a huge festival. It kind of, it's much bigger than a small town Christmas in terms of scale and participation. So how he manages to pull it off is, it forms the crux of the story. So that is the film in a nutshell.
A bunch of kids who are studying cinema mostly, who came up and said, we've never heard this story, and we moved to tears. I think the reach of a film depends on its publicity and marketing. Let's be honest about that. But having said that, I know that I know people who have been moved by films that nobody has heard of. So I think cinema has a huge, definitely a huge, the possibility of a huge.
Social message, I mean.
Oh yeah. It depends on how you package the social message. Yeah? People brought up, India is a country that has a great tradition of social messaging via mainstream media. So we have, I think it's possible. The one thing I did want to say was that what began as a tradition and for free is now a business and involves brokers and commissions, and it's negotiable, and we can talk about a price. The other thing I wanted to say was, this is very interesting. So when we talk about cultural messaging, this is a country that wants sons. Yeah, we want sons. Guess who does the murder? It's the son and the daughter-in-law. Why? Because a son is my son till he gets him a wife, But women are culturally taboo from taking care of ill men, to change a bedpan, to do that. It's just not in our culture. We just don't do that, because this cross thing is very difficult to negotiate. And also too many jobs. Everyone's working, nobody's there to take care of kids, to take care of old people is impossible. There's no money. How do you deal with illness? We don't have the social infrastructure. We don't have roads, man. If you break your hip and you go to a village hospital, they don't have an X-ray facility. It's a systemic failure. And that systemic failure has infiltrated the family. So when you are faced in a film, no matter how, it's okay, you've seen it at IFFI. Now how are we going to bring it out? We have no clue how we're going to bring it out. Is it going to go online? We don't know. But it will definitely, it's a viral thing. Today it's very difficult to contain a film. It will come.
That was an opportunity for me to get involved in this crazy landscape that is Patagonia, very exotic for us.
Okay, fine.
I can.
Yeah, we can, based upon the questions, we can elaborate further. I would request Valentina to share your thoughts.
See, what?
Yeah, I would request you to share your thoughts about the film or your being here at IFFI.
Acerca de estar acá en.
Voy a hablar en castellano.
Okay.
¿Anda esto?
Perfecto.
I speak in Spanish because I can't speak in English. She is my translator. Me encanta estar en India. Estoy fascinada con lo que veo. Me encanta que una película que quiero tanto se haya visto acá.
Okay, she loves to be here in India, and she loves that film that she was very happy to
work.
It is here, and what else?
Yes, I'm very happy. And I think that's all. La película fue muy difícil de hacer.
The film, it was very hard to shoot.
Es una película independiente con poco presupuesto.
It's an independent film with a very small budget.
Y las condiciones de la Patagonia son muy duras, muy ásperas.
And the weather conditions in the Patagonia are very hard.
Y yo nací ahí y las conozco.
She was born there. That's what I told.
Y para mí es muy emocionante que eso se vea en el cine y en India.
And it was a goal for her to show this place on the cinema and also in India.
And that's all.
बचपन से दोस्त थे, वो लोग भी सीख गए थे. मुझे देखते ही अभी भी गांव में जाता हो तो बोलते हैं कि एक्शन कट. तो ये जो मज़ा है ना, वो उनके साथ में काम करते वक्त ये बहुत ज़्यादा मज़ा आता है उन बच्चों के साथ में.
And one more thing I can add to it, like our next film is almost done, so that also has 2 kids. So once they're in their attire and on shot they're a different person. उसके पहले जो
they become वो जो बोलते हैं ना एक्टिंग में that you have to become the character, वो actually kids करते हैं.
हाँ, और वो पूरी तरह से ब्लैंक स्लेट होते हैं ना, कि वो अपना कुछ नहीं होता है उनका कि मैं ऐसे करके दिखाता हूँ, मैं ऐसे करता हूँ. हम जो बोलेंगे उस तरह से वो बच्चे करते हैं. तो ये बहुत फ़ायदा होता है बच्चों का. हाँ हाँ, मुलांकडनं त्यांचा जो प्रामाणिकपणा आहे ना पोरांचा, म्हणजे ते काम करत असताना जे प्रामाणिकपणाने त्यांनी जे केलं आहे ना, ते खूप जबरदस्त होतं. आणि ते मला खूप शिकायला मिळालं की त्यांनी ज्या प्रकारे केलं त्या प्रकारे सिनेमावर आपण जसं म्हणू की प्रेम करायला शिकवणं जे आहे ना, तर ते मला आणखीन जास्त झालं. आपण करताना परत आणखीन एक त्याच्यातल्या एका मुलाला घेऊन करणार आहे फिल्म.